And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bo Bichette, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one fouled off. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. Rodon measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. And a pitch. Bichette gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Turns to second for one. To first, double play. And it goes 1-6-3.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Big-time power. Out to center. Brings it in for the third out. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, today's starting pitcher, Bowden Francis.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ben Rice leading things off and takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Great swing and solid contact, just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
The 1-2.
2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Hit on the ground to short. Bichette. 1 up, 1 down.
Got him. That's an out.
Take a look at the lineup. And, Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Aaron Judge in now, takes ball one off the plate.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Here's Cody Bellinger. That's inside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two out, space is empty.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 strike.
That misses. 3-1.
3-1.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 down, nobody on. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Runner takes off. Ball misses.
No, outside.
Throw there. Safe.
I think that still kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Runner at second, 2 down. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's in there. And now 3-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Barger makes the grab. And that is that. The Yanks lead 1. We played an inning. No score. Back in the Bronx. Second inning set to go. Now it's the DH, George Springer. Rodon back to work. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
On the ground, right side, Chisholm fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here's Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Snags it for the second out. Now the catcher up to hit, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the second. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Ball.
That one catches the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Over to first, and he's safe. Now, here is Anthony Volpe. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond. That one the other way. Barker makes the grab. 1 away. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Now move to first, and he's back safely. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Jazz around second, headed for third. Not in time. He's safe.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So up next, Jason Dominguez. That one pulled foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runners are at the corners. One away. Popped up. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That one just missing inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Two on, 1 out. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a chopper out to short. On to Jimenez. And that is the inning. So they strand a pair. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Back in the Bronx. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the ground to 3rd. 1 up, 1 down. Out. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. There's the strike. And that's down and away. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Rodon ready. Here comes. That one outside. It's 2-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Alan Roden stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. And that's downstairs. And now 2-0. And another ball.
3 balls, no strikes.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Popped up. Cabrera. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 1 left for Toronto. Still no score. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the DH, Ben Rice. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And there's a ball. Next offering is fouled back. Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Judge, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Fouled off. He was late. One out, bases empty. Up and in, and it's 2-2. And a curve misses outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. And that one is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. So the Yanks go in order. And we are still scoreless. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, on to the fourth. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
And now the count is even.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023, even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander flied to right his first time. Just missed.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Guerrero gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And another ball.
2-0 to count.
Rodon sets and deals. George Springer in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Fourth inning underway, no score. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab, one away. And the batter is George Springer. Grounded out his first time up.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. That's strike one.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Man at first, one away. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Full count.
Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
So 2 down now, and here is Andres Jimenez. In the air, out towards left center, and that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom 4, here's Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie goes 6 feet 3 inches, 225 pounds. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That pitch gets the corner. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1 there.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Off the mark there. And now it's 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Maybe a surprise here as the bullpen is already stirring. Number 28 preparing to come on if needed. Rodriguez warming up as well. 0-1. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Well, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Out to short. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position And here is Austin Wells. And he's already singled in this game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Reaching for it and brings it in. One left for the Yankees. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back here in New York, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
First pitch, and he just misses. Hit in the air out to center field. Bellinger makes the grab, 1 down. Addison Barger, the next to hit. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
1 strike.
Comes up empty.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2.
Got him swinging. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in for a strike. The next offering misses. 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And now it's even up. Next offering misses down and away. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bellinger under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Halfway through this one, still no score. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, number 28.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Struck out looking his first time. Outside. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Yankees, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats. And I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play. He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now, Oswaldo Cabrera. Nobody out, runner at first. fought off foul. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and the batter now, Ben Rice. Now a check on him at second, back safely. And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Around third. He'll score easily. And he'll reach second with one away.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Ball one, no strikes. Rice leads off second with one gone in the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Judge rips that one. Roden moving under this one. Reaches for it, but it's foul. One out, and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's in the dirt. This one chopped up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. Judge out on the play.
Now batting, center fielder
Bellinger up to hit. A strikeout and a walk.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Yankees 1 and the Jays nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Alan Rodon. Rodon back to work. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Missed with a changeup, and a count even 1-1. In the air, right field, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Tosses to first. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. And that drops in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
And misses inside. Blue Jays down a run. High chopper to third. Throws to first in time. And that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Yankees 1 and the Jays nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Paul Goldschmidt. And a strike in there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brendan Little appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Tate, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
And down on strikes he goes, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. 1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Kirk to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Into center. Santander racing after it. Grabs it on the run. That is the inning. Top of inning number 7. And the batter now, Anthony Santander.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Yarbrough getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Cruz also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Rio.
That's in there. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
No outs, runner at first. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. In there, and it's 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
To third might be 2. To second for 1, and it's over his head. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Didn't look to me like he got a great handle on the ball as it came out of his hand. Cold nights, not really fun to play in, and it makes it tough to hit as well. Makes it tough to throw, and might have played a factor right there.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Ryan Yarbrough. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So up next, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Dominguez pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Right side. Judge drifts towards it. Hauls it in. And there's 2 away. And now here is Addison Barger.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Line drive. Fair ball. Here comes Springer around third. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. But one run does score on the play before the inning ends. One run, one hit, one error, and one left. Seventh inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Jimmy Garcia.
Now pitching for Toronto. Number 93. Jimmy Garcia.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Garcia, 6'1" righty, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So digging in, Jason Dominguez. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. There's the strike, and a count 2-1. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they make short work of them there. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Will Wagner. And takes low for ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Making a move at second base. Entering as the pinch runner, Miles Straw. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. Inside corner, that's a strike. 0-1. Go ahead run in scoring position, nobody out. Just off the inside edge. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. Good job to fight that one off. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette, known for his late-inning heroics.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in.
That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 3.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
And that one is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and Guerrero is set down. That's the 3rd out. So they work around to lead off double. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Chad Green. He's been so good against lefties. Ernie Clement now in the game as he takes over at third. Now it's the DH, Ben Rice. Strike on the inside corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Little chopper rolls foul. The 0-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Santander in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Brendan Little, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Tate, the right-hander, also getting loose. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 0-2 stays alive. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Judge is down on strikes.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And a foul ball. Bellinger checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
So digging in, Anthony Santander. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Here's George Springer, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Late swing, fouled off. That one way outside, and it's 2-1. And fouled off. One down, base is empty. Popped up. And there's 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down that time. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied 1-1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 23, Jeff Hoffman.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And here it comes. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
Oh, man, so close to being a huge swing, maybe the biggest swing in this ball game. He's got to have a great at-bat, finish this off.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. A couple of walks and a strikeout. First pitch misses.
1-0. Ball, no.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next offering is downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Anthony Volpe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up. Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
Volpe at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 down, winning run on first. Hoffman checks the runner, and he's back in safely. And that is out of play. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. pitch a little bit low, ball one. Two outs, but the winning run is at first. Hoffman throws over, but it's wide of the bag and gets away.
Boog, you've got to move your feet, as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first, and can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body, and he didn't have much of a lead over there at all, so I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
In there, sets him down on strikes. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Pinch hitter coming on, Nathan Lucas.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at-bat in this game.
Ball one, no strikes. Runner edges away at second. Runner takes off. Throw to third. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
And a count 1-2. He goes down looking.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Swings and misses. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Two.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Nathan Lucas into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Dylan Tate on the pitch here. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Number 33, Dylan Tate.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Man at second. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That's hard hit on the line. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman,
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Rodriguez getting loose as well. The winning run on second base. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Throw is offline. This one's over, and the Yankees walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure of winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.